Good afternoon, everyone. It is me, Kayla. Today, I'm going live with the founder and CEO of Bonza. It is an online course software program. They also have other online marketing tools as well for your free disposal. He is also the founder and the CEO of Higher Place University. Okay, they are an accredited Christian university. So I've never spoken to anyone that owns a school, yet a Christian university. So it'll be interesting to talk to. So we're going to give people a few minutes to hop in and join the live. Let me see if I can search him, and I'm going to send him a request. We're going to give people a few more minutes. Thank you, Dave, for the love. Much appreciated. And you guys, feel free to type in any questions you want us to ask in the comment box, and we will address them. Once again, we're waiting a few more minutes for some people to get in here. But today I'm going live with the CEO and founder of Bonza. He is the owner of an online course platform. So it's a great resource if you have an online course, want to sell an online course. They have marketing tools to help promote and curate the course for you. He is also the founder of an accredited Christian university, okay? Higher Place University. Let me send another request. I wish I had two phones so I could go like live on Facebook and Instagram at the same time. That would be dope. Because you can't like be logged into like, if you wanted to go live on both at the same time on the same phone, could you? No. Two phones. All right, hello. Hello. Go ahead and send me a request, or I'll send you a request. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for hopping on live with me today. So excited to be with you. So feel free just to go ahead and introduce yourself and tell everyone a little bit about, who you are.
Awesome, awesome. So thank you for having me. I'm Uyi Abraham. I was born in Nigeria. I came to America. I have a very famous story. I came to America with just $100 and a suitcase of clothes. I have gone through the ups and downs of life and entrepreneurship, but now I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and I am the founder and CEO of Bonza.com, the first and only Black-owned all-in-one platform to run businesses. The number one online course and membership platform right now on the planet. So I'm excited to be here, and thank you for having me as well.
Thank you, thank you. No, I was just telling my friend how I was watching David Never Sleeps, and I saw you, and it's just a coincidence that I ran into you at Tashana's networking event 2 weeks ago. So this is like a full circle moment for me. Yes, so thank you so much. And I've been doing this series just so I could bring different entrepreneurs in different industries, just to talk about the ins and out of, what it takes to be in entrepreneurship, full time. So thank you again. So I know you said you're from Nigeria. So at
Uh-huh.
what age and how old were you when you came to the United States?
Yeah, I think I was 21 when I came to the United States,
Mhm.
and that was a couple of years ago. So I came in initially to become a medical doctor because I was already going to school in Africa. My dream was to be a gynecologist and to be a doctor. So I came in America. My goals was to, be a medical doctor. But, God had other plans. I'm a doctor now, but not in medicine, but in theology and ministry. So that's why I came to America a couple of years ago, and it's been amazing since.
Okay, awesome. So did you go to college? And I say you wanted to be a gynecologist. So did you originally go to college for medicine or no?
Yes, I started taking classes for that. So I was already in pre-medicine in Nigeria before I came over here. So coming to America, you pretty much have to start everything all over again. So I pretty much started taking my classes again. And just kind of in that process, I pretty much just got bored with medicine. And I saw that my motive for being wanting to be a medical doctor was not all the way right. I wanted to be a medical doctor pretty much because of financial reasons, because coming up in Nigeria, coming from, kind of a poor background and home and family. So I felt like if I can be a medical doctor, I'll get, good checks. And so I'll be able to escape poverty. But as I began to kind of listen to my own heart, listen to my own passion, which is part of what I want to talk about today. So I saw that there's several ways to skin a cat. I don't have to be a doctor, medical doctor, just so I can get good checks, but I can actually get good checks by following my passion and following my heart. And so that was eventually what I did. And I just kind of dropped all of that and started doing entrepreneurship. And I was also in ministry at the time. I was actually pastoring a church at the time. Then also doing business on the side as well.
That's interesting you say that because a lot of times, we want to do something that's going to make us money. We may not necessarily like what it is we're doing, but we know it can provide, a decent living. So at what point, after college, trying to find your career, at what point did you figure out you wanted to start Vonza specifically?
Yeah, so with Vonza, I started Vonza because so so I was in entrepreneurship, I was doing different things. And one of the things I started doing in 2010 was I started creating online courses to teach people different things, different skills that I've learned. And then around 2019, I started just getting frustrated because I saw that with me and pretty much every online course creator, we needed multiple tools to run our business online. We need one platform for courses. We needed Shopify for e-commerce. We needed MailChimp for email. We needed ClickFunnels for funnels. We're just all over the place. And I felt like something was wrong with that.
Mhm.
This was 2019. And how is it that there's not a good all-in-one platform to run online courses and my entire business? Why do I have to run my courses on one platform, my website on a different one? So it was out of that frustration and pain that led me to start Vonza.com to become the real first and most complete all-in-one platform on the planet. So Vonza replaces the need of 14 plus tools. If you're really serious about running your business online, you're going to need to do, there's several things that you need to run your business online. You need email, you need calendar, you need funnels, you need forms, you need proposal, you need contracts, you need a website, you need hosting, but then before Vonza, you have to use so many of these tools. But Vonza just streamlines it and make it easy and simple for you to run your entire business in one simple place.
Right. Okay. I love that because as an entrepreneur, there's so many different tools that you need to even run your business, market your business. So with Bonza, can maybe someone who sells like, clothing, someone who sells handmade products, can any type of entrepreneur use Bonza?
Exactly. Any type of entrepreneur, you don't have to even create a course. If maybe you're not into courses or you're scared or terrified of creating a course, but do you have anything to sell online? Do you need an online presence? That's the key. Or do you want to create passive income, right?
Right.
If you want to create passive income, then you need to sell something online. It could be a product or a service. And Vonza makes it easy and simple for you to do all of that seamlessly. And let me tell you one of the ways Vonza really shines for entrepreneurs. One of the most difficult things for entrepreneurs is, or one of the most precious commodity for entrepreneurs is time, right?
Yes.
Entrepreneurs really don't have enough time to run their business. So imagine you already starving of time, but then you still need to spend time dealing with technology and tech and software and developers and plugins and all these multiple tools. So Vonza just makes the life of an entrepreneur so easy and
Mhm.
it saves them time, money, and tech frustrations.
Yeah. Okay. So when it comes to marketing a service such as Vonza, people say product marketing is different than, service-based marketing. So what are some ways that you promote and advertise Vonza to your users?
So one of the ways we advertise Bonza, so one of the most effective way for us so far is through my own personal branding, right?
Okay.
And let me say to anybody watching right now, if you don't have a lot of money for marketing, you better take the time to build your own personal brand. That's good. I got to say that again. If you don't have the money you need to market your product or service, then you must build your own personal brand. Because if you don't build a personal brand, then you must spend money to market a lot of more money to market your product or service. So what I've done over the years was I started building my personal brand. And interestingly, when you build a personal brand, it's easier for you to sell or for people to buy your product or service than if they don't know you. Sadly, people don't buy good products or services. They buy good products and services from people they know,
Hmm.
or good products and services from people they know that recommends those good products and services, right? So
Right.
one of the effective way for me right now is just kind of building my personal brand and sharing my story, sharing the pain that I'm solving for customers. Of course, we have a good marketing team. We do Facebook ads, we do all kind of different things. But so far, interestingly, the most effective one for us right now is just being that personal branding. And that's why I want to really emphasize it to everybody. Like what you're doing right now is really powerful. You are building your own personal brand as well. And the more people get to see you, know you, like you, the easier it is for you to sell something to them later.
Agreed. And I always say people buy into people before they buy into the product. So let's talk a little bit about personal branding because I love your personal brand. I think it speaks very well for itself. So for someone who's just starting out in entrepreneurship, what is something like what's one of the first things they can do to establish their personal brand, not only online but offline as well?
Yeah, the first thing is mindset though,
Hmm.
because the wrong mindset will always bring the wrong results,
Okay.
right?
Right.
So one, you got to first determine who you want to be, right? There are several ways to skin a cat. You can be a lifestyle brand marketer, or you can be content based. There's no right or wrong one. Okay. So content is that you're just putting out really good content that answers the questions people are asking for, or that you just keep putting out really good content that people need, right? So once you put a lot of content out, people like what you put out and it's really solving their problem, they're going to follow you, right? They're
Hmm.
going to want more because people are really starved right now for knowledge. There's a knowledge malnutrition going on right now like the world I've never seen before. People are hungry, people are starving, people are thirsty for knowledge because people have seen that traditional 9 to 5 jobs are not working anymore. They are seeing that schools are failing them, traditional schools, so they want to learn. So one of the first way to build a personal brand when you don't have anything or anybody, right? When you're just starting out is through content, right? Put out great content that the people that you want to follow you, your audience, the kind of content that they want or they desire. The second way is through lifestyle marketing. Lifestyle marketing is you market your lifestyle, whatever that is. Now, people used to think that lifestyle marketing means you have to, post a picture on a yacht or wear an expensive belt. That's part of it if you can afford it, right? But don't go into debt trying to look fly
Right.
when your money don't catch it, right?
Exactly.
Lifestyle marketing is really showing forth your lifestyle. We are in a reality TV world where people watch other people's life. La shameless plug. I One of my favorite shows on right now is 90 Days Fiance, right?
Yes.
So I
Same.
just watch it.
Same.
It's really interesting, right? I just sit down and just watch other people do their thing, right? I just watch the lives of other people. I'm like, wow, that is so good. 90 Days Fiance, right? What are they doing? Lifestyle marketing. They are marketing their lifestyle. So the two easiest way to build a brand is lifestyle marketing or content marketing. Lifestyle marketing is showing people the inside of your life. But don't think that your life is boring. Some people feel like their life is boring. Nobody's going to care. It's a lie. People are nosy. People are nosy. Let me say one more time. People are nosy. They want to know what you eat, what you sleep, what you drink, what goes on behind the scenes in your house, how you look like before your makeup, how you look like before your hair, what kind of hair you put on. Is it Brazilian? Is it human? Is it India? You know, where you go out for lunch, where you like to shop, where you go to church. People want to see your lifestyle, right? And when you begin to post it and you kind of use a little bit of humor to it, you're going to be surprised to see that people are going to start following you, and then you start building your branding. So that's the real too easy way. Okay, let me throw a bonus one. The third way to build a brand is to borrow other people's brand. Man, we should have charged like $99 for this today, because I'm really giving us some really good stuff tonight.
You are, and I love it.
Yeah. Are you going to save this, right?
Yes, I'm going to save it and repost it.
Good.
Yes.
Good. And please, if you can save it and send it to me, I'd love to repurpose it as well. Okay. So there are three ways, right? There were two, but I just decided to give you bonus. Two main ways is content marketing or lifestyle marketing for your branding. The third one is to borrow branding. What does that mean? Like what I'm doing right now. You find people who are influential in your niche or people's followers who you like, and find a way to collaborate with them. Yes. Like right now, what I'm doing now, I'm borrowing your brand. I'm coming on your life. I'm coming on your show, right? So I'm exposing myself to your followers. I'm exposing myself to your group. And of course, you're doing the same to vice versa, right? So what are we doing now? We're borrowing up each other's brand. So that's the third thing, right? So you use content, your branding, or you find somebody to do some collaborations with. It could be going live, it could be joint partnership, it could be doing a conference together. There are so many ways you can borrow branding from somebody else.
Yes. Okay, and I love that. You know, content, is a big way to advertise and market yourself, like you said. So I kind of want to shift gears over into your ministry, right? So you do have Higher Place University. It's an accredited Christian university, which is awesome. So at what point did you decide you wanted to open a university? You know, people always want to start a business, an ice cream shop, all these other things. But you don't hear about people wanting to start a whole university. So what was your thought process behind that?
Awesome. First, I can't take any credit for that. I got to give credit first, glory to God.
Yes.
Then secondly, I got to thank God for my pastor growing up. My pastor growing up really messed up my mindset. He really was talking to us about thinking big. He would tell us, don't try to go to school to study banking to go work for a bank. No, go to school, study banking so you can own a bank. Yeah. Don't try to go to school to go learn how to be a lecturer at a university. Go to school, learn how to start your university. So these words really messed up my mind and my thinking. Yes. And so I've always learned, I've always thought big. But something happened that, pushed me to start my own university. So I probably was around 2008. So my wife, she finished her master's degree from one of these fancy universities. Everybody knows this school. But the problem was that after she graduated, he set us back over $54,000 in student loan debts. Yeah. And she could not find a job that first year. When she was interviewing, everybody was trying to pay her $12, $13 an hour with a master's degree. So one day I said, something is wrong with this picture, right? Now, we both in ministry. She really wants to be in ministry and also do entrepreneurship as well. So I feel like something is wrong with this picture. Why is it that a Christian person that really their end goal is not to get a job, but is to be in ministry or start a business. Why is it not easy and affordable for them to get some form of accredited Christian university education that is also more relevant to their life goals?
Yes.
Because here's the problem too with education, right? It's become so commercialized that everything is about the money. Bachelor's degree should never be 4 years. It should be 2 years, and maybe 1 year of apprenticeship. But they won't do that because the longer they keep you in school, the more student loan debt you will need, and the more everybody makes money, right? But that's a different topic. So I said something is wrong with this picture. So that pain, that frustration that okay, my wife $54,000 in student loan debt, can't find a job, and don't remember 90% of what she was taught, because nobody remembers 90% what they are taught in school, because they teach stuff that's not even relevant to what you really want to do.
Yeah.
So I said that would be a way for people like her to have a convenient, flexible, fast track, affordable Christian-based university. And so that took me about a year of research and finding out to get the accreditation we needed, and also to put the school together. And since 2010, our university, Higher Place Christian University, have graduated thousands of students, all the way from politicians to doctors to lawyers to really great people that are doing great things in the culture and the society today. So, yeah, so I'm glad that I said yes, because our university also give, the most unique thing about it is that it gives a second chance to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So when somebody, our average student age is not 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's 40s, in people in their 40s.
Okay.
They missed out from getting a degree to their name in their teens or 20s. But they don't want to go to the grave without a university degree to their name. So they come to our school. We make it easy, flexible, affordable for them to earn a theological based degree. Yeah.
Okay, I love that whole concept, creating a curated educational experience. I think for a lot of people is really important. So the fact that you've been able to do that specifically is really incredible. So how do you even go about telling people I'm a founder of a university? Like, how do you market and get the word out, about your school?
Yeah, so thank you. That's a very good question. Just like everything in life, your first 10 customers are going to come from the people who already know you, like you, or trust you. Ooh, man, how people are writing these things down. Because people always say, oh, your family and friends might not support you. Let me tell you, if you cannot sell to some family and friends, you should not be in business, period. Of course, all of them will not support you,
right,
but some of them should support you, right? So when I started, I just went on Facebook and contacted all my family and friends, right? Hey, we just launched this accredited Christian university. This is why it's important. This is why you should get on it. And people just started signing up. And people saw that the experience was better than traditional schools, and they told their friends and families about it. Okay, we really have not spent a dollar on marketing, and it's not a good thing. But because because I have multiple businesses and my time is scattered, all around them. But we've not spent a dollar on marketing, but we've grown from 0 to over 7 figures, right?
Right.
Just word of mouth marketing, our student referring our school to their family and their friends, and I just also use my personal brand. Every now and then I push and promote the school as well.
Okay, cool. So I know that you're a husband, you're a father, you own 2 successful businesses. So what are some good time management tips that you can give everyone? Because it seems like you run everything very smoothly. So what are some, good time management tips that you suggest?
Well, thank you. Actually, I have more than 2 businesses. I have several, but those are my 2 main ones that I push and I promote. I also sell online courses. I do coaching as well. I coach high-level clients and a bunch of other things, right? So when it comes to time management for me, the number one skill is a good work ethic, right? It's impossible to be a lazy person and manage multiple businesses.
Right.
Except you just are so incredibly gifted that you have such a good team around you. So have a really good work ethic. That's one. And two, in terms of balancing, there's really not any balance out there.
For sure.
Something got to suffer. You got to focus on one thing at one time and some other thing suffer. So I try not to balance, but I just try to kind of just allocate time to different things as needed. So I got family time, I got date nights with my wife, I got time and date nights with my kids, right? They have time for this business, I have time for the other business, and also too, I just have a good team. You know, this month June, I hired several new people to join my team
Okay.
because as the empires are growing, I need more people to help me to run it. So it's just a combination of all of those things I mentioned that help us to be, do multiple businesses we're doing today.
Okay, awesome. I love that. I love that tidbit because people like me who are still starting in entrepreneurship, still me trying to work a 9 to 5. Time management is something that's essential to your success. Whether you're in school, working, you need good time management. So that was very helpful. And also, my last question is, what advice can you give someone who is looking to start multiple businesses? Like, what advice would you give them moving forward?
Very good question. First thing you need to do is to start with one.
What?
Okay. Start with one because it's easier to chase one rabbit than to chase 20 rabbits. So start with one, market it, grow it until you hit your first $100,000 in sales. Do not add a second one because if you add a second one, you're going to overwhelm yourself and you're going to be a jack of all trades. So focus on one business until you get to your first $100,000 in sales. Then from the profits of that, you can hire a team to help you manage the first business. Then that creates time for you to now try to do the second one. But don't try to do it all at one time. And that's what I did with Bonza. When we launched Bonza.com, I started selling. Before Bonza, I had about 10 businesses, right? But I knew it was impossible for me to focus on them all at one time. So I started selling off some of my other businesses so that I can create some I shut down, even though they were doing well. I mean, I had a car rental business, I had a car dealership, I had a restaurant, I had a print shop, I had so many different businesses going on at the same time. So I started selling off or shutting down as many of them as possible so that right now I'm only focused on Vonza, Higher Place Christian University, my coaching, and my courses. That's really kind of the 4 things I focus on. But try to start with one. And then once you start growing, the one that has the most potential is the one that you give most of your time. I give most of my time to Vonza, right? So that's just some tips to help somebody out there.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you. You dropped so many gems. I'm going to go back, watch this, take notes. I loved everything, all the information you gave. And I just want to say thank you again so much for taking the time to come on my platform and, chat with me about some important topics. So thank you so much. And we will be in communication again for sure.
All right. Thank you for having me. And you are such an amazing interviewer. So I see you going places, because you're really, really good at this. Thank you for having me too.
Oh, no problem. Have a good one.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.